Hello, everyone. Oh gosh. Wow, I was literally clearing my throat so that wouldn't happen, but anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cynthia, and today I'm going to be playing more of the Genshin Impact 5.0 Archon quest. I know I didn't get a video out yesterday, apologies for that. I wasn't feeling very good, and I knew if I tried to play the game and, you know, be on for a camera or like a recording, it just wouldn't have gone well. Like, it would have been a pretty boring video, probably. Like, maybe my videos aren't that entertaining to begin with, but I probably would have just been zoning out a lot instead of paying attention to the quest, which, you know, no one wants that, so. Yep, and as far as, I'm like, I don't know how many people who would watch my Genshin videos would also watch my Star Rail videos. Like, I'm not sure how much crossover there is there. I do know I also didn't do a video of the Star Rail 2.5 live stream. I'm not really planning to do a reaction to that just because, well, I wasn't feeling well yesterday when it came out, and I didn't want to do 2 videos in one day. That seems like a lot. Even if I do very minimal edits to these videos that I do when I'm recording myself. Just playing or watching something. It's still a lot of, like, talking and reacting, so I don't know if I'll do that. And also, I don't care a whole lot about Star Rail 2.5. Like, I care about the story quest, and I'll do the story quest on camera when I get to it, like, when it comes out. But it's like, I'm not planning on pulling for any of the characters, and so, to me, it doesn't seem like that important of a live stream to, like, react to, necessarily. Like, you know, I do get quite a few views on those compared to some of my other videos, but yeah, we just won't worry about it. So yep, I teleported to the Signs of Canopy because that's where I need to be to continue the quest. If you notice, my resin is capped out. I'm planning on farming later for, you know, Kinich and whatnot, so yep. So no, why is your resin at 200 this whole video? Because it can be. Alright. Oh, thank you, Gaming. I actually love when it's these hours or whatever. I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of like in between, like twilight hours is, I think, when his lights are purple instead of red and orange. Okay, we're going this way. We're trying to find Vichama. Oh, yes, we did. Oh, I didn't do a summary. It doesn't really matter. Go watch part 1 and 2 if you're wondering what happened.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him.
Green
Hello
hair.
there. Are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Oh, his voice is so deep. I thought he just sounded like a dude. I don't know. You tell him about Kachina and Spirit Seeker something?
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
Yes, here you go, sir. Oh, they look like horns? Like, if you put them on the side of your head, they'd be horns. He's very staring, okay.
I see.
Starge.
From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
Pretty impressive.
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so
Okay.
no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom.
Interesting.
Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
It's probably like rules of the real world don't really apply to the Night Realm, so.
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them.
Bro, I don't have a diamond pickaxe. Where am I gonna get obsidian? Just kidding.
Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere.
Okay.
So maybe you can try your luck there.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done.
Sounds
and
good.
You can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some
Okay.
time to set everything up, so no need to rush.
It's kind
I'll
of
see you in a bit.
interesting that he suggested that, though. Maybe he's just trying to be polite, but... Like, are you implying that you might just take it and run? Is that the implication
What
here?
an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Hang on, Kachina. Okay, make preparations to seek the ancient name. Okay, well, I need to get down there. What am I looking at? Okay. Yawning. I guess I'll just try to find a way to get down there. Ooh. I found a radiant spin crystal. Number 138. Nice. Oh, I bet yes, I can go down this way. Okay, there's someone here. Amauta. Or Amauta, maybe?
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask.
But that's not really what we're here to get them for, but thank you.
All right, that's everything. Here you go.
It's
Now
like,
we need the obsidian.
we have no time for bartering.
Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
I'm guessing it's this guy. Guessing this guy is the merchant. Alright. Pajaten. Or maybe Pahaten? See, the problem with Natlan names is I don't know if I'm supposed to say...
obsidian?
If I'm supposed to say, pronounce the J as a J or as a H.
Why, yes.
Why,
I've got a check for
yes.
sale right
That's so
over
funny.
there.
The voice acting is kind of funny for this character.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Wonder what we'll have to do if we can only find one.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Looks pretty good.
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both. Here you go.
It's pretty good,
By
I
the
guess.
way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh, we just
Malco's
nodded.
been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
So I'm guessing, well, he'll probably explain this. Malco was probably a friend of his. I'm guessing who did this person die in the, like, Night Realm? Like in the war against the Abyss? But maybe it was a defeat, so they didn't deserve, quote-unquote, to be resurrected. I'm wondering if that's it, or maybe they just died from, like, other, I don't know, another circumstance.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times.
Okay.
5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on
Okay.
the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe,
Oh.
and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition.
Okay.
Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations.
Okay, yeah.
The team made an error in judgment.
So they all
And they fell to the
passed.
onslaught. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
I see. It was an impossible situation. It doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all.
It makes sense, you know, even if you aren't necessarily the direct cause of someone's pain, if you can't do anything about their pain, it also feels really bad.
I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malco's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But, anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Except we're probably actually just gonna try and help him get Malco back, so... yeah. Kinda wanna see what happens if I... wonder what's over here. Okay. Don't really know what this did for me. Oh wait, there's one. Let's go this way. Where's that Oculus? Must be... oh yeah, I think this is the one I was looking for earlier. It's fine. Alright. I'll stop looking around. It's a nice place, though. Oh, meet up with Vichama. Oh, I'm supposed to go over there. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Okay. There's supposed to be a quick way to get here. Alright. Alrighty. Let's... Oh, eject. I was holding it, but nothing happened. Okay. We're back.
Did you get everything?
Yeah.
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yes. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
Well, we'll see.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it.
Good luck
I'll
with that,
start
fella.
searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
Okay. Oh, alright.
Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
Oh no.
The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Just gonna say my current team isn't very good for this. But, like, I love Gaming, but he's not...
Golden thing. It must be one of those
I'm sorry, can I...
fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Okay, first, I'm going to change into, like, my Ayato team because it's, like, one of my strongest. I'm not... Oh, wait, this thing? Okay, okay, okay. I don't know if that thing is going to be useful. Let's go this way.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Mind the side effects.
Okay, I might actually have to use Farina. But I don't know, my Kazuha's pretty strong.
Be still.
Okay. Okay, let's...
Let my name echo in song!
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Need some help here.
Wind strategy.
Oh,
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
what? Okay. Yes, we're getting... Okay. We did it. We did it. Okay, the fighting part wasn't that bad. I probably would have been fine, but... My Gaming team is very burst reliant, and I don't love that. I don't love that when I have a team that's that burst reliant in, like, overworld stuff.
Quick, take it.
I thought we were actually gonna go, like, into the kingdom, I guess.
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
Oh, no.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
I'll help you buy some time.
Thank you.
Oh, am I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna try and...
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
If you can hear me mashing this button, I'm trying so hard. hold them back much longer.
Malco.
Ugh.
No, why can't I find him? Why?
He's probably
We
already
can't
gone.
wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Lolly. Get back!
Ooh, she's.
Casca, wait!
Oh, gosh. I'm gonna. Just a sec. You know, just in case I want to use that as a thumbnail reference.
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be...
At least Kachina's ancient
sorry, I was
name
holding
is
that
still in
down.
one piece.
Ugh.
Wait, where's Vichama?
Did he, Oh,
Vichama!
okay.
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now...
Well, you know, now he knows for sure
too
he's
late to
gone
save him.
forever, right?
Vichama.
It's sad.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing!
Huh? This is...
Is it? It doesn't look the same as an ancient name, though. Oh.
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me.
He still has, you know, a friend he left behind who
Pisak.
definitely mourned him.
Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes.
Man, they
Maybe
just
you're right.
showing characters dying.
Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case.
So instead of getting his ancient name, he got like his last memories. Interesting.
Chama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us.
Aw.
Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
I'm sad. But, I mean, now he has a
Was
sense of
that
closure, right?
A memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Feeling any better, Vichama?
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
Wow, that's a really pretty image. Like that sunset? Whoa.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced.
Yeah, you're right.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
But he was also glad that you weren't there, so you didn't die as well.
I'm fine. Actually,
Hmm.
I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them.
It's true.
Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
A more courageous way? You mean fighting while injured?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done.
But, you know, just having the what-ifs and the regrets is not really the way to go either.
That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if
But
you don't
he didn't
seize
want
the
you to
chance
go
to
there and
act,
die too.
there's no
He wanted
going
you to
back.
keep living.
That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated.
It is kind of interesting that our sibling is like... So in this, it would be Ether, right? So my brother, whatever, has the power of the Abyss, which does corrupt, but the Traveler has the ability to purify the Abyss's power. It's that interesting difference, like, why do we have that opposing power?
Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Did you say we breathe too fast these days? Ooh, that's so pretty. Can I... Oh, I don't think I got the screenshot in time. It was really pretty, though.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Does she have abyssal corrosion as well? Or maybe she knows someone who has it or had it.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyneth the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
The facepalm, like, I don't know about that. Not quite sure about that one. Lualani. Okay, they just teleporting us there. Ooh, is that the...
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, that's, Koichi is... Oh my gosh, Chaska's sister.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can hear it in your voice.
I was kind of hoping she wouldn't be an NPC, but oh well. Can't always win.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
Scolding, oh my gosh. You come with me.
I'll be just a moment.
Why am I getting Chaska's the
Who's
young?
that?
I thought she said Koichi was her younger sister, but why am I kind of getting Koichi as the older sister vibes?
Koichi.
No,
Chaska's
it is her younger sister.
Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Right, she did just call herself Chaska's sister just now.
It's not really my story to tell, but
But it feels like there's more to the story.
You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result.
Oh, wow.
The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo sores. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
It's like a weird... It's one of those weird stories where the kid was raised by animals. Usually it's like wolves or something, but this time it's cuckoosaurs.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her.
I see.
At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Oh, so like Koichi is younger probably in age, but she probably felt like an older sister because Chaska didn't quite understand the concepts and ways of human society.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker.
People really do change, huh?
It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's
I don't
partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Well, I don't know her very well, so I wouldn't know that. Mualani might.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say.
Plus, it's like, Kachina doesn't deserve to die.
Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from.
She needs to
In the
live.
end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you
I kinda
don't
like
care.
Koichi's,
You try to
like,
sneak
crop
off to
top,
the Night
though.
Kingdom behind
Like,
my
I like the
back
heart.
and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
I don't know about, I'm going to a different universe.
Again with the excuses. We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative.
And what about 4?
But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
Very concerned. It kind of sounds like it was a way for them to keep track of what Chaska did, like how to keep her out of fights, which is kind of an interesting. It was probably taught to her in a way she understood, like, this is what we do when we're in danger. This is what we don't do when we're in danger.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
So she feels
the person you
responsible.
become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said
The
it
birdies
yourself.
are cute.
A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
So is the implication then that Chaska might not even be from Natlan at all? Is that why she's white? Just kidding. That doesn't explain why the other characters are, unless they were all colonizers. Ugh.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
It would kind of explain
All right,
why she
let's
has the pointed
stop
ears,
this
though.
here.
Like,
If we
she's
keep
not.
going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wyna prefers his roof attached to his house.
Oh.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So,
Pulling that card.
you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
Kind of resigned herself to the fact that Chaska's going no matter what. Even if it is unfortunate.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know,
You
happens.
know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over.
We're like, oh, about that.
According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
About that.
It didn't look totally destroyed, though.
If only Tone Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh?
You explained the sequence of events to Wyna.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice.
He's like, but it's still not great that you did that.
Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Thank you, Wyna. I kind of want to see Citlali's reaction, though, not gonna lie. Let's bring Kachina's ancient name to Mavwika. Let's get some healing. Alright. Let's get to Mavwika so we can hand her Kachina's ancient name. Is this where we're supposed to be? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, we're supposed to go inside. Alright, works for me. Enter the speaker's chamber. I don't know, that was going to be very hard for me to say quickly. She's talking to Eonson. Okay. I was like, who's she talking to?
We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened to the stadium?
Well,
or at the stadium?
Fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
You learn of the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain, as well as her
The
sacrifice.
Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But
Good
what
grief.
if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Alright.
Look, I
Secret's
wish I could offer
safe
you
with
some
me, I
sort of
guess.
consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully we can find her. Cause, would this be like the first Genshin character, like playable character death? Oh, what? Why did they focus on the fire? Oh, wow. This place has so many, like, trinkets and clutter and whatnot. Thingy-mabobs.
What is this place?
It's like aerial core from The Little Mermaid.
Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've
I
collected.
see, so it's supposed to be cluttered a bit.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory.
Okay, I just had a random thought, which is totally unrelated to this, but I was just thinking of, like, Seat Lolly, and the fact that I'm assuming she's cryo, but I was thinking about how each character has, like, their unique movement thing. Like, we have Mualani on her surfboard, and we have Kachina on her turbo twirly. I don't know, it's like a drill. And, like, Kanich has a grappling hook. But I was like, what if Seat Lolly is, like, does, like, ice skating? I don't know, I just thought of that. I thought that would be, I don't know. I think that'd be really fun. It'd be a fun way, and, like, she leaves, like, a little trail of ice behind her, like, especially if she's on water. Could be very fun, just saying. Also could be more broken, traversing the water than Ayaka and Risley. I'm thinking Farina's probably still the best at going over the surface of water, though, right? Like, overall. Anyway, okay, let's just keep going. I'm thinking too hard.
Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Oh, this will be fun.
We'll have a look.
I had too big of a thought and my brain is going to die. Okay. Look, Skyward Blade. It's literally a level 1 weapon, so no one think too much of it. I pulled it the other day and was like, you know what? I think it suits Traveler really well, so. Observe jar.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Grape juice. Oh my gosh. She's so D-Luke for that.
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Oh. She's so D-Luke for that. Grape juice. Okay. Let's see. Observe belt. Belt.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength.
So that's the
This
Electro
belt is
clan.
a symbol of great honor
Or
within the tribe.
Keep saying clan and tribe. I know they mean different things, just my brain keeps
The association
interchanging
with strength
them.
might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you.
I mean,
He
she
would
probably
often wear
couldn't
this
hold
version when training
the
in
original
order to
belt. Maybe she
protect his
could. Maybe she's
waist.
that strong.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Yeah, you never know. I wonder what Eonson will say. Wait, can I talk to Eonson? Oh yeah, I can.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Okay, nothing much.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
Will I?
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Well, this looks like it's from your clan, so... Your tribe. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep doing that.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss.
Ah, it's too bad.
He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again.
Because he didn't want to strain the
The
injury
fisherman claimed
and cause the
victory
corrosion to come
if he fails
on
to
faster.
bring back his catch. That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Except they're not doing anything if they're sitting in here.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head to head
Oh,
sometime.
maybe she does use it then. That'd be fun. Oh, there should be a fishing event in Natlan then. That would be so funny.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Okay, I think that's all the stuff. Oh wait, there's something here. Weapon. Is this gonna be... That can't be her
Whoa,
signature
this
weapon.
weapon is huge! Which tribe did it belong to?
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe.
What's that picture on the desk?
That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Oh.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle, and there was no one more courageous or resolute than him. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished, and because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
Wow. He sounds like a true hero.
Indeed, even now, his story is told throughout the land.
Okay, is that everything? Oh, I got really close to my mic there. I could sit down. Okay, I think we've looked at everything. And if there's something else, I don't know what it is, so we'll just talk to her and get on with it. Don't want to waste too much
The powder
time.
still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
I feel like I have a better understanding that their Archon is a hoarder, but sure.
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
This reminds me of the ideas proposed during like the romantic period, I would say. I don't remember what time period that was, but like I've done a lot of studying of that thought, I guess you could say, school of thought, philosophy, because I had a class on it in college about like romanticism, and also I literally wrote a thesis about how the movie Howl's Moving Castle portrays romantic thought, like romanticism, even if like Miyazaki himself doesn't adhere, or like, I'm not saying like he holds to that thought, but I'm saying the movie definitely portrayed very similar themes. But anyway, but yeah, it's a similar concept that like past, present, and future, like time all exists at once, not necessarily in a straight line. And that's why, like in my opinion, why you could have Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle in the past, even though she was her present self, telling Howl to meet her again in the future, quote unquote. And we know at the beginning of the movie, when he first meets her, he said he's been looking everywhere for her, and it's like, yeah, because she told him to come find her. So yeah, that concept that like you can go between the times and like it's not just a straight line. Interesting.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
You should have taken my class in college, Paimon. Or not my class. I didn't
Let's say
teach
your
it.
journey
The one I was
ended
in.
right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are.
It could also explain why people who bear the ancient names can be resurrected in the ceremony, because their name doesn't cease to exist in all of time just because they perished in battle.
Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it.
I wonder if this implies we'll be able to go back in time at some point, or go to the future at some point.
Of course,
Even in
there
this,
are
maybe
those
in
with
this
the
quest,
power
or
to
maybe
foresee
like
the
a future quest.
They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So, ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan?
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan.
So even the first Pyro Archon was a mortal.
Namely, a framework
That's
through
interesting.
which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
Sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory. Okay.
So it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
So is she from the... I like she has her mother's, like, bloop on her head. Was she from the Scions of Canopy?
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
R.
Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
Sometimes.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead.
So, if the Archons are just like normal people who have ascended to Archonhood, do they live— I might have asked this question already, but do they live the same amount of time as like an Archon? Like, do they live a really long time or not? We'll see, I guess.
Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians you were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
It's kind of fun. You forgave them just like that?
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
She spoke about her family very past tense. I'm guessing they're all past by now.
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art.
She's so cocky
Anyway,
for that.
That's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Okay. I feel like this is like a really— oh no, my person. It's such a vibe. I might actually have to take a screenshot or a picture, but first I'm gonna put away the little guy. Alrighty. We'll bring the little guy back though. I like having a little guy by my side. That's not Paimon. Oh, we walk in. Place ancient name. I like how I'm just like standing in the center almost.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Kachina! Astral projection, Kachina.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
Oh no.
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Y-Up is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The
Oh, no.
Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me.
Oh, we'll worry anyway,
I've
but...
never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
Girl, I'm gonna cry.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what
You say
lies
it,
the
Mulan.
Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
More than that, she'll be safe, right?
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now!
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
She's pretty confident in herself. I wonder what her kit will be like, because she was the character we got... She was the character we got... Oh my gosh. Like, she got teased at the beginning of Genshin Impact, right? So, I guess I'll just talk to Mavuika real quick.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Okay, that's all she'll say. Can I step on your sand? Okay, no. So... Leave the speaker's chamber. Okay. Okay. I was like, I'm not really exactly sure where we're going, but we'll get there. So where are we going? Oh, she's sending us to like an entrance that was left behind, right? That's what she said. Yeah. Okay. We will go teleport there. Oh, that's... Okay. Guess I'll teleport here. It's kind of in a weird spot, but that's okay. Looks like we have to go down pretty far. This music's nice and happy considering what we're about to do. We're gonna go to the Night Kingdom and risk our lives. Woohoo! Let's go! Alright. Oh. This looks like I can... Okay. Oh, there we go.
A fateful offering.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to my Kazuha with his Mistsplitter reforged. Don't look at it. Someday I'll talk about why my Kazuha's build is kind of not EM based, but... Okay. I need... They say Pyro and Hydro? Ew. Maybe I could go for like a Virgin team then. Instead of like no Kazuha, we go for Toma. I'm kind of guessing we're getting Mualani in a party as a trial character, but I'm not entirely sure. Do we really need both? I could also do Wanderer, and I could put, like, I don't know, like Xingqiu here instead. Is this sort of, this is not real Birchin, by the way.
Where are we headed this time?
Alright, we'll just do that. My Kazuha is very strong, but I feel like we should have both elements just in case. We'll see if I'm right. Nope, they did not give us, or at least for now we don't have Mualani. Okay, let's just go for it then.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons.
Oh,
Humans
wow.
only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she's talking about the Saurians. I think she means actual dragons.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Everyone just giggles. Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventurers live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Aye aye. Let's get to it. Door of Resurrection activated. Okay, I'm guessing I
Seems
should
like the road ends here. How should we get across?
guess Paimon, guess.
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide
Oh.
professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
So basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Just waiting
Such
for them.
as?
Waiting for them to
Vegetable
be.
juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
Guess I'll just keep going like this. If they'll let me.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
I should probably get Hydro first.
Let the world collide!
Mind the side effects.
Don't get too close.
Shit, well, maybe I'll get some more healing.
Cascade.
Okay. Let's get some. Oh,
I present.
heal people up. Guess I could have just used Baiju's skill, but it's fine. Want everyone to be healthy when we fight some more. Oh wow, I can't believe I got a whole common chest for that. Wow. Please don't attack the common chest. Those things, her little guys can be so annoying sometimes. Because they'll just attack random stuff and you're like, eh. Alright. This works for me. Okay, I'm not gonna try.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
We'll get there eventually, no worries.
Mind the side effect. Be still.
I got you covered. Check this out.
Okay,
Remember,
get more.
health comes first.
Time to shine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Guess we need to hit this. Wasn't there a chest? Did I open it and I'm stupid? Probably. Okay. Let me get some healing. Okay. Gotta use all of our resources, right? Alright, I don't think I've actually done this kind of thing yet. I trust you to Petlisaur. Ooh, look at that. Fun. Alright, more guys, okay.
Mind the side effects.
Fire it up. Supporting fire.
Okay.
Mind the deluge.
Someone will be triggering Vaporize and it won't be Ayato. Start again. Oh gosh.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
Oh no.
Some doctor, I am.
Yeah.
Here's backup.
Cascade.
Okay, we got this. Alright.
How brilliant!
Let's get healing, let's get healing. Ugh. I did finally raise my world level, so
Mind the side effects.
that's kind of part of the reason why I probably look like I'm a lot worse at the game than I am actually, because I'm used to these sort of enemies being pretty easy.
The doctor will see.
So, alright, I don't know if we really need that, but okay. But, you know, now that everyone's more complicated and has higher difficulty, makes things harder. Like, dude, I was fighting one of the new overworld bosses, the gluttonous Yunkasaur one, because I know, I'm trying to farm it. I'm assuming oh, that's not it. Because I'm assuming, like, Kinich will need that boss, but
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
but it's, you know, I was farming that, and because it's at a higher difficulty now, I died a couple of times. Oh gosh! No, no. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Please, let me go up. I might have to, like... I don't know about this. Maybe if I fall... Okay. I was like, I might have to, low-key suicide, you know. Okay, we're going this way. Okay. Okay. Alright, we did it. Wow, we're so good.
This
Doesn't really seem like my fault that it launched me off, though.
The one ripped open by the abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
We'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen, surely.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Oh my gosh, I ended up having to pull her. I'm just like, get over
Looks
yourself,
like we made it.
Paimon.
This is the Night Kingdom.
Ooh.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
I wonder if we'll, like, encounter
From this
ether
point
in
forward,
here somewhere.
everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
How does she know?
That's it?
Oh, she's been here before, I guess. Don't try it now.
Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Ghost. Oh, come on. We were on, what was it called, island in Inazuma. There were plenty of ghosts there. We'll be fine.
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Wait, does that mean you're...
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be.
I even ate
Of course,
lunch.
I could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected.
That's kind of a silly thing to say.
Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
It's true.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Oh, we couldn't tell. No. Alright.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Oh gosh.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering on. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
I need healing. You need healing. This is kind of scary.
Let's try another route. This way.
Oh, it's getting cracked. You can see it. I'm standing by your side, Malko. No. Oh well, it's fine. We'll be fine. Gosh. It kind of reminds me of the chasm.
More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Check this out.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Okay. We're not alone though. We have our little guys following us. our little friends. Yeah.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Good thing I can see you still. Oh. I'm like ready to take a screenshot for a thumbnail at any moment. Ooh, that's a good one.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind.
Did you see that?
It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Just keep being careful. Keep following Malco. The parentheses Malco is kind of scaring me. Not parentheses, quotation marks.
Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
Probably because it's just his spirit, right? Talk to Kachina. Oh, there she is! Kachina! We're here to rescue you, girl. Come here. Oh. So, are enemies really here or not? It's hard to tell. Aw. You'll be okay, Kachina.
We're here, Kachina. Milani, you made it.
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go.
Let's get him. Oh, I have...
Let her rip. Yoo-hoo!
Remember, health comes first. Be still. This is getting interesting.
Farina looks like she's not doing too good. Hey, you know, corrosion on top of Farina's skill is a great way to go.
So much.
Aw.
That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
I do think it's fun when they have characters have like kind of like catchphrases or things they say that are unique to them, because like Mualani says "atta girl" and "atta boy" a lot, which, you know, all the characters don't say that, so it's like unique to her.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the YF with me? I can't exactly put it into words.
My cat
but
is making a move. I think he wants to
something's wrong
leave
with
my
the Ode
room.
of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the abyss.
Probably have to open the door for him in a bit.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
Alright, just a sec, guys.
You want some Yuki?
Alright.
Here you go. Go on. Bye-bye.
You know, can't always wait. Cause he kinda got stuck in here with me. I mean, it's his fault for sleeping on my bed while I'm
In the Night Kingdom,
recording,
there are
you know?
6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness.
Interesting.
There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, We can't just leave the Y up to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a
Oh?
headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wayab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all
Agreed.
this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All
What?
by yourself?
What?
That's
How can
too
you?
dangerous.
What can you do anyway?
It's all right.
Like,
I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
okay,
Thank
Malco.
you for everything. You're a true hero.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, Malco.
No one fights alone.
They like saying that. Reunion. Look at everyone's HP.
Does
We're
your head still hurt?
okay.
Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Okay, we're gonna get some healing, because poor Farina's in the red, and everyone else is kind of barely hanging in there. Kind of needs some healing. Ayato's fine, of course, obviously.
The doctor will see you now.
Get the double the amount of healing going on. Okay. Okay, we're good. Everyone's back up to full HP. Hopefully no one will be dying anytime soon. So we're going over that way. Scary! It is scary. I'm a little frightened. Yeah, it does look corrupted. Has all this black mist coming off of it.
Wayab? Wayab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wayab, can you hear me? Wayab?
The great spirit of this land.
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Y-Up from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
Nor. Oh, is this Enjo or whatever his name?
You really think
Okay,
that
no.
puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malcolm?
He would have dispersed with or without me.
He was already dead.
Rather than
To be
worrying
fair.
about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all of this?
No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter.
Oh.
That is the tragedy of your short
That's a
life.
way of saying
You understand
things.
nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship.
The power of friendship is very
Give you
strong.
a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all.
The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you.
The primordial gift.
Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
She's not pathetically weak, and the Pyro Archon is literally the Pyro Archon. Like, dude, your arguments mean nothing?
Kachina!
She's like,
your hand.
Don't listen to his nonsense. You have the ancient name Uthabiti. You are resilient and strong.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear, because I'm not alone anymore.
Yeah, you tell him.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand
He's so
before you
confused.
and not back down? It comes from our friendship.
Like I said, the power of friendship is stronger than he thinks. He doesn't
Not in
understand.
the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna screenshot this. Very power of friendship mode. Yeah, well said.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you.
Don't apologize
There
to
aren't
an
many in
abyss
Natlan
lector.
who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Do I have to play them both? Yes, I do.
Right here. Get back! Let's ride! Surf's up! Amazing! Surf's up! Right here!
Okay, it doesn't really do...
Shabam! Amazing!
I'm not sure. I should probably just focus on, yeah, breaking that.
Catch an epic wave! Right here!
Okay, why do I know as soon as we get his shield gone, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We did it. I was like, I know once we get his shield down, he'll fall. Nice job. Turns out, he wasn't any stronger than the ones we fought in the past.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two. Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
Aw.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable.
Huh? What's happening?
What's that?
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
I was gonna say, is someone else getting an ancient name? No, because Mualani already has one.
Wait, does that mean you're...
Your... what?
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Oh, is this the original bearer of her ancient name?
Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs.
Huh?
I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that
Giant.
name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Yeah, I don't know if this is just supposed to be representation of, like, if that's not how tall he actually is, but if that's how tall he's supposed to be, yeah, he was very tall.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
What?
Me?
It's all you, Mualani.
As long as
Good
blood
luck.
still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Fist bump. This is like kind of giving me chills, low-key, like chills. It's very, I don't know, very inspiring. Oh. She okay?
What's wrong, Mualani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew.
Is this just like One for All from My Hero Academia? I keep bringing this up as a reference, but like...
So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
Alright. I'm back, and if you see a cut here, it's because I went to go get coffee, feed my cats, and I also got a snack. But I'll try to be polite with my chewing and not chew right into the mic, because I don't think that's the kind of ASMR y'all are looking for. But yeah, if you hear like a crinkling of a wrapper, that's why. I'm eating a granola bar, so... Alright.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayab first.
I agree. The power of friendship. Mm-hmm. Screenshot, screenshot.
Okay, that should be enough. Wayab? Wayab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
I'm sure you will.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens. You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you.
Like, she doesn't need to make it her life goal to live up to this name. Like, it's a good thing to strive for, to be resilient, because that's what Uthabiti means. But it's not like, if she feels weak or not resilient, she shouldn't take that too seriously or too much to heart.
Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you.
Kind of cliche, but acceptable.
The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse.
The Pyro Archon's plan moving another step forward towards completion? What does that mean?
Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say... thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
It's not safe here. Sorry. Food memo.
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
They're always so helpful. Gotta fly out of here. Leave the Night Kingdom. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be so slow. Maybe I'll just sprint really hard. And then when I'm out of stamina. Oh gosh. I'm so...
in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
I'm running as fast as I can! Ah!
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle!
This is like kind of stress-inducing. Okay, we made it. Or something.
Come on, faster! We'll never make it!
Yeah, you got it. We're such a good team. Come on, we got this. Oh gosh. I guess I'll take a screenshot anyway, but I meant to take a screenshot of her like reaching for it, but then I was too late. Too slow. So are we stuck in here now? Who's breaking the sky? Is it Mavwika? Oh yeah, there she is. Oh, I think I was too slow on the... It looked really cool though.
You've done well. Now come home.
Wait, it was like right there the whole time. That is so weird to think about. Were we just like underground the whole time? Because I thought the Abyss was more like a different, like an alternate universe almost. We made it. I thought maybe the quest was going to end with us getting stuck.
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here.
What? How did she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
Oh.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
Oh.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Yeah.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine. With food in my mouth, sorry.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Why do I feel like this is the end of the quest? Okay, not entirely. Reunion in the Great Escape. Pretty much back where we start. Sorry, I leaned really far away from my mic too. Chew quietly. We're pretty much back where we started. A slightly squashed package. Kinich, your people didn't do their job right. Bro. The form of Wika. I know I could just teleport, but I don't know. Something about running there seems more fitting. I'm assuming we just have to go back to the speaker's chamber. Oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm so stupid! This isn't right either. One of these days I'll figure myself out. How do we get there? Alright, I am just gonna teleport. Because I can't figure it out, I'm too stupid. Wonder how she's holding up. Are these supposed to represent each? Oh yeah, yeah. Each chair does. Oh, I could sit in them if I wanted to. Nah, I probably shouldn't. So we have Children of Echoes, Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs. I'm guessing this one is like Collective of Plenty, is that what it's called? I'm guessing this one's Chaska's, which I forget the difference between the two. Because they sound very similar. One of them's like Nightwind, and the other one's like Flower Feather. I think Flower Feather is what Chaska is from. So.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all
Do you
here
think she
in one
drew
piece.
on... Do you think she, drew on the power of the mementos? Like, because there's probably power in memory, right? So I'm guessing she drew upon the power of the mementos to save us.
I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, Mualani and the others all have some degree of abyssal contamination. But thanks to Koichi's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
All right.
Nice.
That should do it for now.
Skipping.
But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
I think it is partly to do because, isn't it? I feel like we're under the assumption that Ether founded the Abyss, so it's probably because it's his. I'm guessing abyssal power is his power to an extent, so we're resistant to his power.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
They made up in their own way.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
I remember hearing that in the trailer.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion.
So when did the dragons live in Natlan is my question. Was it even further ago than 500 years ago? Because it couldn't have been 500 years ago, because we're assuming that's when Natlan, like, we're assuming 500 years ago there were humans living in Natlan.
The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today.
Which is, I'm guessing, why Natlan looks so good. Like, for being a place constantly warring with the Abyss, you'd think there'd be more, like, wear and tear, but it's probably, like, it was a hard-won effort.
And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines.
Oh.
Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
So the Night Kingdom is like Natlan's own realm area, but the Abyss is okay. Maybe they explained that earlier and I didn't hear right, but I was under the impression that Night Realm was just like, I don't know, a space where they fought the Abyss, but I guess it's a place in Natlan that the Abyss is invading, and that's like where they keep invading from, I guess. Mostly. I was trying to say mostly and mainly at the same time, mostly.
But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
Playing for the endgame, huh?
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it.
Oh.
But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Okay, so we were assuming, so it is like when the Pyro Archon, when this person becomes a Pyro Archon, they still live as long as a normal human. I see.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished.
People were saying
500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame.
Oh, what? Now I'm confused. What is she saying? Because I thought people were saying she just looks like the Pyro Archon, like the original Pyro Archon from so long ago. And people are like, oh, it's probably just a coincidence. And I was thinking, no, it probably means something. But is she saying 500 years ago? So wait.
Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
Ah, Phoenix. She's a phoenix rising from the ashes, I see.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
That was all part of the plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war.
Okay.
The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity.
Makes sense. She's good at, I would say she's good at bringing people together and making them be on the same page.
After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
So they were supposed to always know what the plan was, but there was a problem.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name.
And that's what Mualani did while they were in the Night Kingdom.
So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shalonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Okay. Shilonen, who's coming next patch.
During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
I'm guessing that wouldn't have had the same effect, though.
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential.
I guess that's it too. Because I'm wondering, because she had to establish, like, this special connection. Like, she had to the Wayab had to, like, fully acknowledge her name, right? That's what it was all about, like, she had to fully connect with her name. And I feel like just telling her, oh, yeah, because you have this ancient name, you are supposed to rescue the kingdom. Like, you're supposed to rescue Natlan with me. Just wouldn't have... I don't think that would have awoken anything, you know?
Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
I'm wondering if Seat Lali is one of them? And that Auroran guy? I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say most of the names. But, because I'm guessing they're each from... It's one from each clan. And we have... like, Earth... Dendro... Earth, what am I saying? Geo, Dendro... Electro... and now hydro. So we need cryo and Animo? And people are saying Auroran is supposed to be Animo? That's not a leak. Sure is, that's probably a leak. But if he's from the same clan as Chaska, I don't know.
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab.
You guys had time to read. I guess, I think it said like, but what if they don't realize it in time?
I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you...
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel?
Oops, I didn't mean to hit auto.
So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation.
So I was right, yeah, they did contain some sort of power in them. Contending fire, I guess, to be specific.
By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But aren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
Oh, the picture is gone
so
too.
Sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for.
Wow.
You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
There we go.
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Yep.
Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right, you should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Okay. Aw, she's all alone now. I wonder what she's doing. Oh. What's going on? It just keeps going. She's in some sort of like, memory palace thing? I'm just gonna call it.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan.
No, she's
They attract
remembering
people from
all the people
walks
who
of
gave her
life.
those things.
Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
It's kind of sad. Where does this path lead, I wonder? Do you go back or do you go forward? Forward. Yes, Queen Slay. Toward the new... I don't know.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times.
Tinoch? I forgot how she said his name, I'm so sorry.
I understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt.
He's like, you better succeed or else, that's what he's saying.
For Natlan.
Yas. The next one. She's looking back on all these memories. I'm glad I actually looked at all the stuff, so now I kind of understand this better.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear.
Her mom and her sister.
The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is.
That's sad.
Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Aww. To the next one. Kind of her.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it.
So if Hine, I'm just gonna say her name like that. If she randomly shows up, she found a way.
So, don't forget about me.
Or maybe she didn't, but oh. Get to see kind of all these memories she had from Either semi-recent times or 500 years ago.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
No one fights alone. I guess this is when she made her decision to become reborn 500 years later.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
Wonder if those were like voices from the 6
We
heroes.
are the inheritors of memory and legend.
That kind of goes hard.
Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Wow. I'm assuming we're very close to the end of this part of the Archon quest, so I'll probably just try to finish it, even if it takes a little while. Even if this video does end up being kind of long. I mean, it shouldn't outlast... Tend the banquet at the inn. It shouldn't outlast the last video, I don't think. I'm just gonna trust it. Okay, so that's how I was supposed to get here. I was not sure what path to follow to get there, but now I know. Ooh, a chest.
Oh, so you collect these?
He's so... Why does he have to say it like that? Okay, I'm gonna change my party setup real quick. So I have Kazuha back. Need Kazuha back.
Alright, let's head off.
He didn't do his little animation, he just showed up. Alright, boy. Whatever. Okay, this way? Oh, I'm guessing I'm going the right way if it's putting me into a cutscene.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. But it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... Well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so she'd take that impulse out on you?
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least.
So she helped us in her own way.
I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
Sometimes siblings don't know how to do that, I'll just say that.
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault.
It's true.
Paimon's had enough of them.
Me too. I have to enter the inn. Gotta talk to everyone, see how they're doing. Yeah, get it. Wait, is that the Children of Echoes tribe leader? Yeah, get it. They got sneakers! Get it.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
I mean, I hate to say it, but kind of serves you right.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Wow, what a tribal leader.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing.
Aw, shucks.
They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes.
Kinich did like one thing.
Please give another round of applause.
I'm sorry, I gotta give him a little heat for that.
So much.
Well said.
I do like if you're supposed to be important, Kinich, why aren't you more important? You know?
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal.
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way, I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Cute. Talk to Mavwika. Hi.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on.
Oh.
Everything comes at a price, and most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page.
So he knew a lot about her plan. I'm assuming everyone who's had their, like, name fully realized by a YUB.
I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Nightwind.
So I think Flower Feather Clan is Chaska's clan, and the Nightwind clan is Seatlolly's clan, I think. Okay, well, let's talk to Mavwika. I'm still not sure if it's Mavwika or like Mavwika.
Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
Is it grape juice?
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Isn't your plan a little convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them, or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
That does make sense, I'll say.
I'm suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel lost keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with.
She doesn't want to be pitied for that
and there
decision.
can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask. If you're already aware of fate...
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short.
They'll come to us eventually. I wonder who they'll be, though. Like, I threw out my guesses, but that doesn't mean I'm right.
Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
That is quite the honor.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall.
Appreciate
Just
that.
like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Happens every time.
Wonderful.
We go to a new
Then
nation.
I'll reach out to Shilonen right away.
Shilonen.
She's the one who will forge the name.
She can do
We've
that.
never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
She's like, hey, we'll find her face. What is this? Yep, alright. I'm guessing that's the end of just the 5.0 Archon quest in total.
My lord.
Oh.
We've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune
Capitano.
time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
I mean, okay, not to be that person, but like, wouldn't you just take advantage of every opportunity you get? Like, I mean, he's like, I can't be a villain now. Like, hey boy, what?
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
Whose trick?
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night.
Who is this?
She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be.
Who is he talking to?
Heard something from here, didn't you?
Who? Who is that? Oh my gosh. The cornerstone of stars and flames. Oh my gosh. I'm okay. I was kind of getting like, okay, we kind of know what's going on, but that last scene, so he's working, I'm gonna assume that the captain is working with someone from Natlan to get what he wants. I'm guessing that's what's going on, but I don't know who, and I'm not about to go theorize, so I'm intrigued. I do say, I will say, so like my friend was talking to me a little bit, because she had already finished the Archon quest, but she was talking to me a little bit about it last night, and she's like, I feel like they just kind of tell you a lot of things instead of showing you, and it is kind of that way, but I'd say overall, this quest has been very intriguing, and I think the fact that we have so many unanswered questions still is like gonna keep me intrigued, right? Because it's like, we don't even know if her plan will work. Like, yeah, she made this plan 500 years ago, but we don't really know if it'll work. We don't know who the last two warriors are that are going to join us. We don't know who's helping out the captain. That's like, who? Right? Yeah, there's just a lot of unanswered questions still. And we're not even really totally sure the Abyss is, I think the Abyss probably has more power over the Night Realm, or like the Night Kingdom and Natlan than we probably know. So, a lot of things to figure out still. Just claiming all my rewards. Okay, Aito, you don't need to chat with me.
They've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Okay, so I guess I'll just talk to people real quick. Oh wait, is this gonna start this over?
Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
Okay, yeah, let's do this. About the captain's whereabouts.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind.
Okay. Okay. So that's probably who he was talking to.
I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion.
Okay.
If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About elemental energy in the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why.
I guess I should give Kenichi more credit, because I was definitely like, he kind of didn't do anything. I guess he was investigating the captain while we were gone, so he did have a part to play.
It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the absence of people from Natlan in other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
That's kind of scary.
Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave.
Wow.
And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss. Still, there's no need to worry.
The Wyeb extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
I've got no other questions, milady. Okay, but I'm also thinking, so I'm wondering if this guy who is helping Capitano from the Masters of the Nightwind is going to be our Masters of the Nightwind warrior. I'm intrigued to know who he is. Based on some leaks I've heard, I might have an idea, but I don't want to, like, get into that, and I don't want to, like, I don't even know where to begin theorizing on that, so it's like I don't even want to try. Alright, let's talk to other people.
At previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Natlan's fall isn't set in stone though, right? It's important to try and enjoy moments like this when they come along.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Ugh, enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
Oh, she's over there now. I'll talk to Eon's son as well.
It cost us a lot, but we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters. There'll be even tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though. We'll have to train harder, make sure we're in peak condition. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested? No thanks.
That actually kind of explains the way Eon's son talks. She does kind of talk like someone who's a coach ready to teach you everything.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
Alright, I guess we can talk to Kachina. We already talked to Kinich. I'm trying to decide if he'll just say the same thing. We'll just see.
My apologies.
Oh, okay.
I knew more than I let on.
Yeah,
Everything comes
okay.
at a price if you cling too tight. But in any case, I wonder how long before...
Okay. I was just wondering if he was going to say the same things or if he was going to say something different. Oh, look, she's dancing now. That's cute. Kachina.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream. Are you still feeling unwell? Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
Don't worry. I wonder what if Mualani will say something now.
Alright, Kachina. Let's party!
I'm a little embarrassed.
Don't be. Come on, you're the star of the show today.
Cute. Alright, well, I guess this is where we'll leave it. We finished the quest for now. Oh, so the black stone under the white stone would be like the Night Kingdom being under Natlan. So, anyway, I'm really interested to see what will happen next. I hope we'll get some more twists and turns on this journey, because I always like a surprise. I look forward to knowing who the two other warriors will be, who will join Mavwika's plan. And I'm also looking forward to seeing, like, what the plan will be. Wait. Okay, everyone's supposed to be paused, but that one dude is still dancing. He's going for it. Anyway. Yeah. I guess as far as Genshin goes, I'll probably see, next time I see you guys will probably be the 5.1 live stream. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to, I'm going to be pulling for Kinich when he comes out. And his weapon, because let's just say I have a lot of Claymore characters, and I could really use signature Claymores at this point, because I feel like I'm crafting a new Claymore every day. Not really, but... And I'm guessing if Mavuika is supposed to be a Claymore character, as she appeared to be in that one cutscene when she took Kenichi's Claymore, then if I get her, I'll probably want to use the craftable one on her, so... Anyway, that's not important. What's important is, if you like the video, make sure to like it with the thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel. I look forward to seeing what happens next, and I hope you guys too. Bye for now.